Hi there. Welcome to another Mike's Moment. I'm Greg with the Mike Arnold Agency. Today we're going to talk about commercial auto insurance. So the big question is, what is commercial or business auto insurance and why do I need it? Well, let's start with the definition. Commercial auto insurance is insurance that provides liability and physical damage coverage for vehicles and trailers used in business ventures. Commercial auto typically is exposed to higher risks than personal auto. Simply think of a logging truck going down the road or a fuel truck. You can easily see why they have a higher risk than someone just driving their personal Honda Civic down the road. And if either of those are in an accident, it's going to be a significantly higher cost to individuals and damages. As a result, commercial auto is typically more expensive, has higher rates than personal auto for the same dollar. Again, when we just look back at that prior example of the logging truck or the fuel truck, it's pretty easy to see why the commercial auto is higher. But you also get higher liability limits with commercial auto than you typically get with personal auto policies. So that is one way to offset it. And then we're going to talk simply about how is a business auto policy rated. Depending on the carrier, it is either going to be rated strictly on the vehicle or vehicles that you have in a commercial policy, or sometimes some carriers will rate not just the vehicle, but also the drivers and their driver's age, driving history, along with the vehicle. So we have found that if there is a business that has a lot of drivers, then it's in their best interest maybe to find a commercial auto policy that rates strictly on the vehicles. Because if we have 20, 30, 40 drivers, it can really become prohibitive. So that's what we do here at the agency. It's one of the few things we're definitely going to work with you to get the right policy for the business. I'd like to talk just a little bit about endorsements that you can get on a business auto policy. One of the ones we talk about most often is hired and non-owned coverage. This is going to provide coverage for anything that is rented, borrowed, or leased. And it is not something that's going to be standard on a business auto. Again, it is an endorsement, so you have to add it. One of the things that we often talk about with folks regarding hired and non-owned is that business owner that sends an employee out on an errand. So let's think about the following scenario. We have a business owner wants to get lunch for the office, and they send an employee out to go pick up the lunch. The employee is in an at-fault accident while on duty, working for the owner. Well, the liability of that accident falls to the business owner, even though the employee was using their personal vehicle. So you want to make sure, or it's at least highly recommended, that you have the hired and non-owned endorsement to cover that liability coverage. So what happens to the employee's car? Well, the employee's car and its physical damage are going to be covered on the employee's personal auto policy. So if they have physical damage coverage, then they would likely be covered. But it is not covered under the business auto policy. The business auto only covers the other party's liability and damages. So that is one of the things we're often talking about with the clients is, again, what endorsements are available, what is worthwhile for you. So one of the things we want to know is, how can you quickly tell if a commercial auto policy is really right for you? And the best way to look at it is simply, does the business have a tight connection with the vehicle? So are you offering a vehicle to an employee to drive full-time for business? Is there branding on that vehicle? In which case, you're most likely going to want a business auto policy. One of the gray areas that we often run into has to do with realtors. They're often using their personal vehicle to transport clients around, and if there is an accident, there could be coverage denial. So we just want to make sure that we talk with folks about, again, that small area. And then the other folks that really ought to think about business auto is, again, if you're self-employed and that car is an essential asset for you, then that might be something where business auto is really recommended for you. And then lastly, we just want to say that there is a lot to unpack with commercial auto insurance, or all insurance, and commercial auto insurance in particular. And here at the Mike Arnold Agency, we are constantly trying to work to protect your current assets and your future income. If you'd like to talk further with us about auto insurance, business auto insurance, or any other commercial insurance, please feel free to reach out to us at the Mike Arnold Agency. And that phone number is 434-295-2692. Or you can reach out to us at info@Mike Arnold Agency. Thank you so much. Look forward to talking with you.